All right, in this video, we are going to show how to sign up as a student in Northwest Arctic Borough School District. This is the second example of a student sign up. The difference here is that inside of our district, we have the ability to take our PowerSchool data and push it to BigTeams to automatically create student accounts for them as they enter into high school or into the district for the first time. So what a student will need to do is go to planeths.com, or they can type in studentcentral.bigteams.com, and their username is going to be their district issued email account. Now, since they haven't received a password and we don't set that password for them, is that their first step is going to be to click on Forgot Password. So in this case, I'm going to use my daughter as an example. And even though we're hitting Reset Password, what this is going to do is send us an email link to actually set our password for the first time. Now, what you need to do is open up another window, go to the district website, popular links. You'll need to go to Microsoft Portal. And you're going to open up your student account. And close that down. And what we're looking for here is on the left-hand side is Microsoft Outlook for email. And you can see that here in this top email is that we have their reset password. And the email comes, a request was made to reset your password. If you didn't do it, ignore the email, but we are the ones who did it, so we want to create a new password. Now we can log in for the first time. And all these tabs here we don't need anymore, and you should probably log out, but now we're into our PlanetHS account. And from here, step one will be is that we want to link to our parent. Now in this case, my daughter, her dad, me again, is in the system this time, and we can search for our parent by name and date of birth, or we can go to their email address, or if they use a phone number as their ID, then they could do it that way. So we're going to send a request. Okay, and this automatically populates our next task up for us, which is we want to get into our athletic forms. What sports am I interested in doing this year? And we're just going to click on all of them. And now for the forms, parent consent form. This is required. If you don't have a cell phone, maybe put in your parent's home phone. Again, you can see that these are grayed out because the student does not have the ability to fill in for parent information. The parent is the one who has to initial off on the forms and electronically sign them. Same with the insurance coverage. So that's the student's task, is to fill in the phone number, come down to the bottom, sign and submit form. Next up is Play for Keeps, also known as tobacco, alcohol, drug policy. Inside of here, the policy is laid out in text. Parent and student should be looking and watching for the video and go through the video that explains everything, harmful effects of tobacco, alcohol, and drugs, and also the policy. After reading and watching, the student needs to sign that they are aware and that they will play under those rules. And if they get caught, they are going to have to serve the penalty periods. Next up, we got the sudden cardiac arrest form. Here as well, we have all the text explaining the rules, or not the rules, but the risks of practicing in severe heat and so forth, and risks that can come with potential of is a sudden cardiac arrest while practicing or playing. So student name is already generated for us. Sign and submit. Next up, concussion information, parent and student verification form. Here too, we want the student to be clicking on concussion info for athletes. Yes, you can just sit there and click the submit button, but you really should review this stuff. There are risks, and getting concussions at such a young age can be life-altering. So please review, look through, and understand there are risks with playing in sports, especially in contact sports. I acknowledge that I have received and went through it. Type your name in. Again, can't do it for the parent. All right, good deal. Now you have the first 4 forms done. The physical history form is optional. This is where you could go through and kind of list out, past medical procedures, conditions that you've had, and kind of gives the coach and the school like a really more detailed medical history for yourself. But if you don't want to, you don't have to. Physical exam form, that one is required. If you have a copy, which a lot of kids might have it on their phone, you could take pictures of it. If you're on your laptop and you scan the form to yourself, you could upload the form and enter it in, hit upload. And so that document is now saved in there, in which now we have the waiting for parent signature there as well. So at this point, the student is done with their end, and we need for the parent to sign off on the forms on their end, and then have the AD or the admin of the school finalize the forms as well.